what actually is aquaponics and how does it work? What separates a tank of water from a healthy aquaponic ecosystem? Today we're going to find out by learning about the aquaponic life cycle, about biofiltration and tank cycling in order to get your aquarium ready for fish. Let's do it. In aquaponics, we are creating a mutually beneficial relationship between the fish, the water, and the plants within the system. Why would we do this? Well, in short, because creating this ecosystem to grow food is both efficient and sustainable. So how does it work? Aquaponics relies on development of a natural aquatic ecosystem between the organisms in your tank that I just talked about, the fish, the microbes, and the plants. And in between that, the water and the fish waste. Check out this diagram and you'll get a better understanding of how this works. In our tank, there are three organisms which rely on each other to create the aquaponic cycle: fish, microbes, and plants. When we feed the fish, they naturally produce waste through breathing and other means, their poo. This waste is a compound known as ammonia. The healthy microbes in the water love ammonia, and they process it into a new compound known as nitrates. Turns out nitrate is a really great plant fertilizer, and now the water is full of it. So the microgreens, with their roots dangling into the water, absorb the nitrates and use it to grow, while also staying hydrated from the water. This in turn filters the water and makes it a clean, non-toxic environment for the fish to live in. And that is the aquaponic cycle. How cool is it? Biofiltration is essentially the process the microbes do to turn the fish waste into the plant food. So that's specific action within the aquaponic life cycle. And in your tank, this happens entirely underneath the gravel and underneath the gravel filter. Here is how the undergravel filter works. The pump draws water up the pipe attached to the undergravel filter, which causes water to flow from underneath the gravel filter up into the large pipe and out into the fish tank. This flow results in water to be sucked down through the gravel and underneath the flat plate, then back up the large pipe in a continuous cycle. Filtering the water brings any physical matter out of the water and into the gravel. This is known as mechanical filtration, but it also exposes the gravel to the fish waste. And as a result, the microorganisms, the good bugs, grow on the gravel, processing and breaking down the fish wastes. This is known as the process of biofiltration. So why is this important? Fish waste, ammonia, can become toxic to the fish in high amounts. But biofiltration converts the potentially toxic fish waste into non-toxic plant nutrients. Or in scientific terms, it converts the stinky gross fish poo into yummy delicious plant food. The plants then use the nutrients, in turn filtering the water for the fish, completing the cycle. So to get this biofilter system going, we need to cycle the tank and create the conditions that allow for the colony of microbes to grow. To cycle the tank, we let that pump cycle the tank like we were talking about with the undergravel filter before, while introducing ammonia in small amounts. This is something that we already did when we added the tank starter during the setup process of our aquariums. The microbes we need in the tank live all around us, surrounded by them. It's pretty awesome. And they will eventually find their way into the tank if we provide the ammonia, eventually multiplying to a high enough number to be able to process all the waste ammonia that the fish will produce on a daily basis. Awesome. Once you start cycling your tank, you will need to give 4 weeks for enough microbes to be grown and the tank safe for the fish to go into. We can't stress enough how important it is to wait for these 4 weeks, no matter how tempting it is to get some fish in your tank. It seems insignificant, especially because you can't see the microbes, but this process is absolutely essential if you don't want to kill your fish. We have a responsibility here to take care of these living organisms and give them the best home we can, making sure that they not only survive, but have a place to thrive. So in review, once you have your tank set up, you need to kickstart the aquaponic life cycle and biofiltration of your tank. Do this by cycling your tank, and after 4 weeks, your tank should be ready for the fish. In later videos, we will show you how to check to see if the cycling is working, but hang tight until then. That's all for this one. Thanks a lot. See you later.